think we're good to go now. Alrighty. Alright, sweet. Should be good to go. What's up, everyone? Sorry about the delay. And I don't know what's... it seems like every week there's something. Every time I try to stream, it decides to just kind of say, no thank you. Not watching a whole heck of a lot this week. I got a few things on the watch list. Pretty much nothing I'm super interested in. I'm watching this guy, kind of see where it ends up at, but hey Will, what's up, man? I haven't looked at next week at all, so I'm curious to see next week. Again, sorry I'm late, guys. I opened up my broadcasting software and literally all the audio settings were not like routed. So, yo, did you sell that Jalen Smith RPA for $1,500? That's unreal if you did. 9 already for next week. Nice. Curious about this Dr. Octopus. So an SGC 8 did 113.50. This is a PSA 9. It's a big grade for this card. There's a 7 that did 132.50. So it's still in a really good range, actually. An 8 blue did 450.01. It's actually not in a bad range. Raw is 152. I'd say a 9 is probably around $400. So we'll see if we can make a play on that one. You sold it for $1,500. That's unbelievable. Yep, Fisher's is this weekend. I mean, good for you, man. That's unbelievable that this card sold for $1,500. Fisher's is this weekend. I'll be set up there. Hopefully I won't be coughing all over everyone. But I will be there. Why is it so high? I don't understand. I mean, it was a cool patch for sure, but $1,500 for like a... Yeah, you know, I'm negative. I've been negative for like the past 4 days. But I just have this lingering cough. So it's kind of obnoxious, but you know, I'm not sick. I'm not like sick anymore. I'm just kind of tired and I've got this cough. So I'm not contagious, but it's still annoying. Yeah, I'm off right now, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, the Dr. Octopus I think is definitely in a good range. It was extended already, so I think some other people are probably watching it. This Iron Man's really cool too. I'll post these when they come in, but I actually bought a couple of PMGs. This guy on eBay gave me a pretty good deal for these. So these are just going to go into the collection, I think. I got a Venom Bronze. I don't know if you guys can see. They're both PSA 7s. And he gave me basically just under raw for them, which is awesome. So I got a Venom Bronze from 2017. And then I got this Captain America, which is awesome. He's my favorite Marvel character, so... So got these. They're both gonna go in the PC, I think. definitely don't have any interest in selling them. Awesome, man. Yeah. Sorry I haven't been on in the last couple of weeks. But hopefully we can make it a regular thing again. Yep, I think so too, Tyrith. And one thing too is which Tim pointed out to me is that actually there's a Spider-Man set coming out in like a week, and so I think people are going to be on the PMG train again. So we got that Green Goblin. When was that? 2 weeks ago, something like that. And so I think people are going to be looking for these cards again. Oh, sorry, Will. Oh, did you get the you got the antiviral and stuff? Nice, man. I didn't get any of the treatments or anything. I just did Tylenol and, that jam. I'm glad you're feeling better, though. Laxovid, huh. Yeah, I asked my doctor, and they were just like, just stay in bed. I was like, all right. So, yeah, I think a lot of it's everywhere now. So I think it's just as long as you want to live your life, you're probably going to run into it at some point. But, it was rough for a few days for sure. It wasn't like I wasn't concerned for my life, but I did not feel good. You know what I mean? I did not feel good. And it's just kind of lingering too. The coughing and stuff is lingering. I wasn't coughing initially, and then I just developed this cough later on. This one I haven't really looked at very closely. So this is from the same set as those PMGs, actually. And these Jambalayers are really cool. This one's the Black Suit Spider-Man, the Symbiote Spider-Man. They're very tough grades if you guys don't know anything about these, because the edging, the edge wear on the black cards are obviously same thing with like the Curry rookies. The black backs are always tough. But it's a really cool card. I'll look up this one. Just more curious about it than anything. Oh, it was your second time having it? Yeah. So let's see if there's any sold ones. I don't. These aren't numbered. Oh wow. Okay. So, interesting. So this one sold on July 28th as a PSA 8 for $765. This one sold on the 17th as a PSA 8 for $540, and then this one sold on the 1st of August for $350 as a PSA 8. Interesting. Yeah, it's really weird. And so, I mean, I think to be conservative, probably like middle, it's probably around 500 for an 8. SGC 9, maybe a little more than that, though. I kind of I'm curious, like, how these look. Like, this one looks like it has some pretty serious edge wear. Check the back of it. Yeah, so like the whitening on this one's really bad on the back. Let me check this other one. Let me check this one. It could just be a better picture. It could be the time of day. It could be any number of things that would affect the auction that much. This one's not letting me zoom in for some reason, but that one, the edge wear looks a lot better on this one to me. What's this at? 410. Yeah, I mean, I think 500 is probably about right for it. Same card that wasn't paid for. It looks like different cards because they're all different. This one is the same one, so you can tell the pictures are the same on those two. The June and the July 28th, but these two are different. These three are different for sure. Because the pictures are different. Usually if people, the most recent one is off center, you say. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. Left to right. I see that, yeah. And, well, top to bottom is bad, too. The thickness on the top. You see see how thick it is up there? You guys see that? See how it's thick there? Thinner on the bottom. So, definitely something there. We'll watch it. I mean, it could be. I mean, it's one of those cards. I don't think it's a $700 card as an SGC 9. And I know that Marvel people are really into their PSA slabs. I mean, this one's definitely like much better in the centering department than those other ones. Yeah, you could tell. I mean, left to right's perfect. Top to bottom's basically perfect. It's just the edge wear, honestly. It's got a little bit like nicking there in the top, but I think it's probably how they cut them. Yeah, Tyrus, you're all about the crossing. I'm not a huge fan of crossing. I don't think it's going to cross to a PSA 9. I think that's a little ambitious, but I'm definitely watching the Doc Ock. I think it's between 300 and 400, especially as a PSA 9. I mean, that's a very, very plus grade for this card. Got a little corner there, a little bit on the corner there. I guess each of the corners are a little white, but it doesn't look like there's really any chipping on it, which is pretty huge. Like I can grab that. I want to show you guys the Green Goblin that I got. It's so nice. It's like one of the nicest looking PMGs I've ever seen in terms of the condition. Yeah, and I'm not meaning to transition away from sports, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. It's just I'm a huge Marvel fan, and there's just these cards are just coming up, and they're affordable now, and I think they're a good buy, and I like collecting them, to be honest. Like, a lot of them I just don't want to really sell, just because I like them, like that Black Panther that I got, and the two that I got coming in. So, yeah, exactly. So, and I think that's kind of where the opportunity's been. I think it's a decent time to buy basketball stuff, but that takes a little bit of patience, and basketball, unless it's like really the top players, can be kind of hard to move sometimes. And if you guys are watching right now, if you could just help me out, just click the like button really quick. It'll actually help the YouTube algorithm. Just give that a click, and we'll go from there. So anyways, these are the only cards that I bid on. I just, honestly, I was scouring today and yesterday and the day before, and I just couldn't really find anything that I was super interested in. So these were the ones that I got in on pretty early on, just because I thought they were cool. Very oddball stuff this week, yeah. There is some kind of weird stuff, and I don't know why. It's a refractor. It's a cool card, I mean. I feel like this would be one of the... I don't know, that word seems a little weird. It's hard to tell in the scans, but... Yeah, the Tatis news. Yeah, that was a bummer. I'm just glad my guy Zach Wilson is okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a refractor in every pack, so it's not, kind of want the numbered stuff, but I think it's cool looking. It was cheap. It's an SGC 10, so that's why I bid on it. Man, the Spider-Man. You guys think it's worth it for 500? The other thing too is I just gotta. No, I'm not deep on Zach, man. I'm not deep on him, but literally on Tuesday, I had bought, I bought a red shimmer at a 35 Prism Auto, first off the line, of Zach Wilson. I got a good deal on it, and the guy got it from a break. Looked at it, it was like really clean, like one of the cleanest Prism cards I've seen. And so I sent it to SGC like that afternoon. So I bought it on Tuesday, shipped it out to SGC, and then the freaking guy, like with the intent of like getting it back as soon as possible and flipping it before the season, because I'm not really a huge believer in him. And then the freaking guy goes out and like blows his knee out in the first preseason. Like literally the only time when it would have mattered would have been the first preseason game. The only time. So fortunately he's okay. I still think, I don't know if I'll lose money on it because I think it's going to grade it. I think it's going to be a 10. It's going to be a 10 or 9.5. I don't buy baseball, Kai, so yeah, Tatis was really never on my radar. Really any baseball. But yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't think he's ever gonna. It's my prognostication is I don't really think it matters what he does. Because he's just gonna be so tainted from here on out. It sounds bad to say, but it's true. Yeah, the jambalaya is not really a flip per se. Because here's the thing, it's like, even if I buy it, right, it's going to cost me $500 to buy this card. It's a sick card, by the way. It's super sick. It's going to cost me $500 to buy it, assuming I win it. You know, the sales on eBay, I mean, I know it's a higher grade, but I wouldn't venture to say it would be that much higher than a PSA 8, you know? Yeah, I agree with that, Tyreth. I think Tatis is just, no matter what, it doesn't matter if he comes back and lights the world on fire, like, he's going to be known as a cheater. And so, like, hobby-wise, that's not a good thing. You know? I mean, does anyone ever want to buy A-Rod cards now? Steve, I'm thinking about a couple things. We're watching these two are kind of the main ones we're watching. I'm not a big fan of crossing anyways. Like, the only time I think a cross makes sense is if you have like a PSA 7 or something that's like, you can get like an 8.5 from Beckett or a 9 from SGC or something. I think that's, but it's so hard to tell when a card's in a slab whether it's going to cross or not. I don't know. It's just hard. For me, it's just really, really hard. Oh, Tyreth, I think he lost more than that, man. I don't think his cards are worth anything anymore. Yeah, PSA 2, it's like I can't, I can look at a card and it looks perfect to me, and then I send it into them, and they're like, oh, it's an 8. It's like, all right, okay. And that's after 4 months of waiting, or if I want to pay $100 after a month, or I can just send it into SGC and I know it's going to get at least a 9, if not a 9.5 or 10. I mean, almost every card I've sent in SGC has gotten the exact grade that I thought it was going to get. So I think that they grade cards the way that I would evaluate cards. I don't think that means they're more lenient, but like PSA is just so random that it's such a risk, and you basically have to 10 everything in order for it to be remotely worth your money to send a card in. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think there's any upside at all. Right, and I don't know. I just the turnaround times are just bad. I mean, like the SGC order that I sent in is probably gonna get. I can't remember if it was Tuesday or Wednesday where I got the card or where I sent it in. It was Tuesday or Wednesday. It got there Eric got it on. He sent me the message on Friday, and I think he's going to turn it in SGC tomorrow, either tomorrow or the next day, and it'll get graded in like 1 or 2 days. And I'll get it back maybe even by the end of the week. So, I mean, the frustrating thing about PSA is like there are so many PSA snobs who like think that it's just worth, like these guys that I set up with, they did a little Instagram poll, what's worth more, a PSA 9 or an SGC 9.5? And the answer is SGC 9.5, like 100%. Those cards go for more than PSA 9s do. It's just the truth. But like the poll was like 60% or 65% PSA 9. And it's just not true. But there's people who think that PSA 9s are still more valuable than SGC 9.5s, and they're not. So, I don't know. I mean, they're more valuable than SGC 9s, but it just doesn't make sense for me to send cards into PSA right now. They're so random. Yeah, I mean, it does carry a little bit of value because it is in a PSA slab, and I understand that. Yeah, I mean, I think that prevailing attitude is changing about nobody in your circle of collector does SGC. I think it's changing. I mean, I understand if you want a LeBron James Topps Chrome, like you want it in a PSA slab, I get it. But for me, grading a card, like I don't want to send my card away for 4 months, paying $50 a card, and then have it come back and gain 0 value. It just doesn't make any sense. You wish SGC had clear slabs? Yeah, some people don't like the black. I kind of like it, man. It's really grown on me. I think the biggest problem with the SGC slab is the grade is so big. Like the number is so big. All right, guys, are we going to make a play on this Spider-Man? Should we tick it up once? Whoops. Should we just tick it one time and see what happens? I think it's a pretty low risk. Like I don't see it really going down that much in value, and it could potentially be like a really high. The thing that that says best offer accepted, so we actually don't know what that went for. I'm gonna check. So there's a PSA 9 listed right now that's at $256. The only other one listed is a buy it now at $1,131. Good luck with that. I mean, it's kind of a sick card, to be honest with you. And with the new Spider-Man coming out, you know, I could see a world. That's cool. I've never seen this one before. This is awesome. Went for $350, huh? Yeah, I agree with that. The other problem though is like it's not a card that I can really turn around very fast. I mean, I could like point and say, "Oh yeah, okay, I see that $350." Man, that's a rough sale though. That last one. Ugh, I don't know. I want someone else to do it. Yeah, no, I know, man. That's. I think that's why I'm a little hesitant this week, because I have a lot of. I had some opportunities to buy some more cards today, and I just didn't. I'm trying to save a lot of my capital right now for this Saturday because I've got a show this weekend. Oh, nice, dude. Dude, it's the more the merrier, right? Nice, Steve. I've got the music off in my headphones, so I don't know what it sounds like. Yeah, that is true. See, you're sitting here trying to convince me. It's just, do I want to spend, you know, an eighth of my cash flow to buy this card? Like, I'd rather just kind of go for the Dr. Octopus, to be honest. Yeah, Fisher's this weekend. And I really want to just buy really heavy, and hopefully I can get some more deals this weekend. If it was like 400, I'd be all over it. It's just not a slam dunk for me. Yeah, I mean, it's not a constraint, but it definitely ties up some. Yeah, it's just not a slam dunk for me. If it was like $400, then I'd be definitely in. You know, if I could get it for like the same price as those PSA 8s, I'd certainly be in. But I just can't keep tying up all this money in cards that aren't going to really flip for me, you know? Yeah, I heard first weekend in October, but they haven't advertised it yet, which is weird to me. So I don't know. It's actually not a bad buy on that Mahomes 348. I don't know what they are right now, but raw, they over the summer they were like 300 raw, so it's not a terrible. Yeah, it's a cool card. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna regret not buying it. I think that's more of what I was. I'm gonna watch this Dr. Octopus. This one's going crazy, man. But this is probably one of the premier Iron Man cards. I mean, that's just a sweet card, right? It's just a sweet card. That's pretty clean looking too. Look at the edges. Usually the bottom edge is kind of fucked on these, so that's a nice looking card. It looks like a 9. Oh, because the back is okay. The back is why it's not a 9. Yeah, so there you can see the edging on the back, but the front's clean, man. That's a nice looking PMG. Mahomes PSA 9 is about 330. Yeah, that's not, I mean, so I'd say a 9.5 is probably around 400. It's not bad. And I think he's going to go up, at least before the season. He'll kind of settle, but once people realize how good he is, again. He's like always the forgotten man, at least in the last year he was, and it made no sense to me. I mean, he's got a Super Bowl. Like, if Mahomes retires right now, the guy's in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame right now if he retires tomorrow. I don't know why my alt app doesn't work anymore, or my my alt extension doesn't work anymore. I don't know what happened with that. You think Herbert's... Wow. Okay, so this is why people are going crazy on this card. So this makes sense to me, right? Because the last sale of this was on July 25th for $3,000. Anyone want to pool up and buy this Iron Man with me? Anyone want to go splitsies? Oops, sorry. All my windows just got minimized. Where'd you all go? I lost you all. Come back to me. There you are. You had to re-sign in. I mean, well, it's probably not. Where'd my PWCC window go? Jesus. There we go. Okay. So if we bid this, I mean, we could probably get 2,000. We could probably get 2,500 out of it, cash. Though the buy it now price kind of scares me. you know? Just looking at that one, and it's only the one sale. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. To buy it now is just kind of like, ugh. But my windows keep minimizing. I need that to stop happening. Okay, you go there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know if there are any other, I mean, there are no other recent sales on it. I mean, that's the most recent sale. Yeah, right. No, I mean, I'm not going to buy it. I'm just saying it's like not a bad price right now. So people have caught on to this because that jumped from 195 to 210 in this window alone. I mean, I'm comfortable with that, so I'm going to try that. Anything more than that's probably pushing it for me. I just think it's a strong grade on that card. The 9 really makes it, I think, comfortably in the 300 to 400 range. Yeah, that's definitely a bigger budget than I have, that's for sure. So these are the only 3 that we have left. If you guys are new too, make sure to like the stream. Get me pushed out a little bit more to YouTube. YouTube's been hating on me recently. And also we're going to be doing another Whatnot stream tomorrow night. We got, I think, around 35 lots as of tonight. I'm probably going to push it up to 40 or 45. All lower end stuff, but still good stuff, and it's a fun time. We'll have another giveaway. So thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. Jack Rosenberg. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I think at this price, it makes sense. I'm interested to see where the Iron Man... Oh, somebody bid it up. So probably not going to get the Doc Ock. What were the sales on this again? Check. It's the PSA 9 is kind of what's intriguing to me there. Trying to get the Kang the Conqueror. Okay, so an SGC 8 did 113. PSA 7 did 132. Raw did 152. So I think that's about right. It's probably around... So PSA 9 bumps it up. I mean, I'd say probably a PSA 8 would do around 200, and a PSA 9, 300 to 400 is probably right. So even if I bid that, I'm still not at 300, but it's getting to the point where like it doesn't really make that much sense now for me to buy it. At 260 or whatever it was before, it made more sense. Yeah, so these are PMGs. So there's these they're like Skybox. What are they? Skybox metal sets. Well, I know the 2017 set better than I know the earlier ones, but anyways, they're like short printed. They're all numbered. So this is Marvel Fleer Retro. I guess that was the set there. So they have all these like different inserts and metal cards. Skybox Metal Universe. That's what it is. And so the 2017 one is the one that I am most familiar with. But yeah, they have you basically get like one of them per box. Per hobby box, and the hobby boxes now are like $6,000. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. They're just Marvel versions of them. So like the ones that I bought, well, I could show you the Green Goblin that I got. I'll have to grab it from the other room. So the ones that I bought this Captain America. So these are the bronze versions. And these are out of $199. So see, they're numbered. It's 88 out of 199 or 98, one of the two. And they're all thick stock too. They're thick stock, and they're hard to grade because they always have like corner issues and chipping and stuff on the bottom. So this is the Venom PSA 7 that I got. They're just cool looking cards, man. That's really why I like them. Yeah. Yeah, they've had X-Men sets recently. Yeah, the Venom is sweet. And some of them are super valuable. So like, I don't know if any of the Spider-Man ones are all really valuable. He's like, this is from 2017. This is like the chase card right here. This Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Wolverine are usually the two most valuable. So this is what the base one looks like. So this is like the base metal one, and then there's the parallels. So there's the bronze out of 199, the reds are out of 99, the blues are out of 49, and the greens are out of 10. Is that true? The greens are out of 10, and then there's a gold, which is the 101. Yeah, they're cool. Like, let me see if I can find the Wolverine is really cool. There's a couple of cool Wolverine. So this is the 2017 Wolverine. That one's cool. Probably want to get one of those for the collection too. But there's this card is just sick, man. This Ultron, the blues are insane, man. The blues look so cool. Especially, yeah, this card right here. So this one's from 2015. And this card is like worth a lot of money. It's out of 50. So, anyways. They're pretty cool. I just think they're really cool, man. That's why this one's dope too. This is 2013 Wolverine. Look how sick that card is, man. It's just so sick. Yeah. So anyways, that's a little... I don't have a terrible large knowledge of these cards, but they're very rare and they're very cool. So here's the blue Wolverine from... Oh, that's a 9 too. Wow. This card's a pretty penny as well from 2017. But the blues just look so sick. The blue Captain America is probably my favorite. That's definitely like... And here's the greens. The greens out of 10. Yeah, I see like $50,000. So... The greens are nasty too. I think the blues look cooler than the greens, but there's a couple I'm watching on eBay too. Just coming up soon here. All right, let's go see what Doc Ock's doing. So he's still at 230. Iron Man's up to 1900. Wow. So yeah, this keeps getting extended too. So somebody's on the PMGs this week. DC sets, I don't know. Tim would know that. I know they're not as popular. Excuse me. They're not as popular as the Marvel stuff, but I just think they're cool, man. I kind of got into them pretty recently, but I'm gonna go grab my Goblin. Okay. So these are the ones that I got. Let me go back into my thing here. These are the ones I got the other week. So this is the Goblin that I got. So you guys can see. So as you can look at the bottom, like, so do you see how bad the chipping and stuff was on the other ones? Like, look at how clean this one is. There's like a little bit on this corner here. You can tell, see that you guys see the little bit of whitening there. Just tiny bit. And then there's a little tiny bit up there. But this whole edge is like super clean. And usually it's like all fucked up. So that's why I got a 9.5. And the back is really good too. Like the edges are just really nice on this. There's a little tiny bit up there. But as far as PMGs goes, like this one is definitely one of the cleaner ones that you'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's just like that little bit there. Just a tiny bit of white there. And then just a tiny bit up there. Other than that, man, it's I mean, if you see it in person too, it just pops. Like the red is just so sick on it. And then I have to show this card off because this was like, this card, if you guys see this card in person, it is so sick. So this Steve, if you're unfamiliar with this set, it's Marvel Vibranium. It was just like a special set. It was just hobby boxes, and it has these cool like numbered parallels. So this is a pop 3, I believe, out of 99, and I got it's number 1 out of 99 too. Dude, it's so we found this on PWCC. What was it, guys? 2-3 weeks ago? Something like that. It was like 3 weeks ago. And we were bidding it because they had these. There was a Guardians of the Galaxy set of this, but it was the out of 50. So it was like it looked like a mosaic parallel. It looked like a mosaic, like a, Panini mosaic. But then this one was there too, and it was a PSA 10. And I was like, this card has to be like worth something coming up. Like the new movie's coming out. It's a pop 3 in a PSA 10, I believe. And it just looks so dirty. And so we bid on it, and we ended up getting it. And I mean, I think, and then after we won it, I realized it was number 1. Like literally after I won the card, I looked at the picture and I was like, oh no way, it's number 1. So this card is basically like, I don't want to say it's never for sale. Like everything's got a price, but like this card is just nasty, man. It's one of the, like, I mean, I'm still excited, as you can tell, talking about it. It's just a beautiful card. And if you see it in person, it is just like, it's so pretty. Just the way it pops, it's so nice. So anyways, yeah. So we got these two in PWCC, and that was a week where I like didn't think we were gonna get anything, and we ended up bidding on a bunch of stuff that week. So that's kind of when our Marvel kick started. Yeah, it definitely is a sneaky thing to remember. And then I got this week too. So this is a Trevor Lawrence redemption from Optic. It's just Purple Stars. So this will be numbered out of 25. I'm probably going to redeem it. But it's on eBay right now, and I'm probably going to take it to the show on Saturday and see, if I can get anything for it or whatever. But if I can't on Saturday, then, sorry guys. A little inception moment for you there. Excuse me. If I can't get anything for it on Saturday, I'm just gonna redeem it. Yeah, he should fill. His Contenders Optics all redeemed. So, Saturday is the Fisher Show, which is like probably the biggest. Or it's not the biggest, but it's probably the best show in Central Indiana. It's a monthly show, so definitely like, I think it's the show where the most deals get done. Definitely the show where there's the most money in the room. Yeah, so I did get an offer for it on eBay, and I countered the guy, and they declined my counter offer. I probably should have just taken the offer, but I thought I could get a little more for it, so it's like one that I don't really mind redeeming because I think he's going to be really good. He's like one of the players that I'm, he's not like Zach Wilson. Like I'm not worried about holding on to his stuff as much. Yeah, so the plan is probably redeem it and then grade it once it comes in, most likely. Oh, Victor said 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so it was a little while ago, but those were 2 awesome pickups for sure. And then what else did I get? I had to show you guys this too. So I don't know if you guys remember from the Fort Wayne blog. This was about, when was this? This would have been last month sometime. I tried to make a deal on a Jordan Poole Contenders rookie auto, and we couldn't quite come to an agreement. But Bill got one, and I hit him up. I said, hey, what do you want for it? And the best part about it too is it's sealed. So I got this nice Jordan Poole Contenders rookie ticket, and this is the variation where he's dunking, and it's sealed, so it's a redemption. So I'm pretty psyched about this. Definitely going to grade this one. This is one where I may PSA it because I'm not really in a hurry with it. But it looks really good. Back centering is a little off, but they don't really care about back centering. Yeah, Steve, you should, man. Everyone say congrats, Steve. Steve was on the hunt for a Kevin Durant rookie refractor, and my man pulled it off. Finally got his rookie refractor, BGS 9.5. Is it True Gem, Steve? Dude, the Prism, are you kidding me? Prism Red Halliburton's at 250? Are you kidding? Why? I sold this card for like... I traded this card at like $150 value in May. That's wild. 3 9.5s and a 9. Yeah, apparently. God, that's sorry, this card's just not worth that much. I love Halliburton, don't get me wrong, but that card's not worth that much. The 10s are the alt values $4.99. Yeah, it's like a $150 card. Maybe there was, okay, so the last, that's funny, the last sale, it says August 14th, that's the day. Weird. Yeah, so like this is the value that I was used to, this one right here, 140. I guess one did 200, but I just don't think that's a $200 or $300 card. And it's still being extended. That's wild. Crazy stuff. Oh yeah, I've got a blue Contenders Optic Auto out of 99. Hey, from the bench, what's up, man? Hey, bro, I'm still waiting for your stupid not your stupid thing, but your package to come back. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it back, to be honest with you, because I don't know what happened with that. So I'm going to get your money back as soon as I can and complain to Whatnot about it, because that's bullshit. So I'm sorry about that. There was another guy too. I just feel bad. So this card's cool. Like, this is cool. I like the color match. It's out of 75. Like, that I can understand. You know, it's a PSA 10. But like this, I'm sorry, this card is not worth over $300. You're not able to comment anymore? Dude, that's so bizarre, man. Yeah. Travis, I just want to say love watching your streams, man. Super chill vibes, just hanging out and looking at cool cards. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like Duarte. I mean, I don't think he's I think he's a good player. I think he's more of like a Danny Green type. You know, good player on a good team. Not an all-star though. I like Isaiah Jackson too, but he's more of like a Tristan Thompson type. Again, like good player on a good team. Yeah, I mean, hobby-wise, Halliburton's definitely the play. Mathurin looked great, though, in Summer League, man. He looked really good. So, I'm excited to go to some games this year. It'll be fun. My next door neighbor has a box, actually, and he's like, oh, yeah, he's with his company, and he's like, yeah, whenever you're going to come. It's like, sure. They still have Miles Turner for who knows how long. Yeah, they won't probably before the end of the season. I'm guessing he's going to be a trade deadline dump of some kind. Either they're going to use him to, because he's on an expiring deal and they're not going to re-sign him, I don't think. So they're probably going to use him to try to get some draft picks. Maybe they can swing something like they did with Halliburton and get another good young player, something like that. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad everything worked out. Anyways, it's crazy for this card. I would never pay that. Ever. Not in a million years. Maybe I'll look like a moron, but it's way too much for that card. Way too much. Okay, so I guess all of our cards are done now. There were some cool cards this week, and I can't remember which ones. Oh, that's cool. BGS 10, LeBron. Black Label. This is a neat card. They're hard to sell, though. You really need to find like a niche buyer to sell those things. There's a couple cool like game use patches of like Mahomes. Look at this, man. Look at this freaking. Are you kidding me? $4,000. And the bidding starts in 6 days. Your dude just won a Ja rookie ticket, blue PSA 9. Nice, man. Robbie, I don't really have that much LeBron. I have one card right now. This is the only LeBron that I have at the moment. I have this select from 2014-15. So this is second year select, I think. It's the premier level silver SGC 9.5. It's the only, I think that's the only like LeBron I have at the moment. Third year select, sorry. I mean, LeBron's tricky hobby-wise. I don't agree with it, but people don't like him because they don't like his politics and stuff. I mean, I think he's an athlete and he's free to speak. You know, he should use his platform for that stuff. But people get really turned off by all his off the court stuff, and I don't know why, because he's a good dude. But he does. He turns people off, and so it's weird. Like hobby wise, he's a little tricky. You know what I mean? Yeah, like going back to this, like who the F is paying this amount of money with 6 days left in the bidding for this dude? Like, what are you doing, people? Yeah, that's the thing, is like some people don't like his attitude, some people don't like how he is. I mean, I think at the beginning of his career, I didn't like him, but he's just like a good guy, and like he does a lot for the community, and he does, you know, but I get it. Like people don't like it when he talks about politics, and you know, I understand. It's not like I don't understand why people don't like him, but that's why hobby-wise he's a little tricky sometimes. Like, oh my God, like, are you guys kidding me? Like 6 days, I should probably actually just turn off that. Just go on today's, but like 6 days left and someone's already bid $4,000 on that card. What? No, I guess people want the color blast though. That's a nice card. I also don't like LeBron in the Lakers uniform. Maybe that's weird. But the people he turns off were probably never going to be LeBron buyers in the first place. Yeah, that's probably true. But he's not like universal. I think my point is like he's not universally well liked, like someone like Giannis. You know, like nobody. I've never heard anyone say a bad word about Giannis. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I agree with that. I mean, his prices are low right now. Like I think if you're gonna buy a LeBron Chrome rookie, like now would be the time to do it. You know what I mean? It's actually something I'm considering. But I don't know why. It just like the Lakers jersey just looks weird to me. It just looks really weird to me. Does anybody else feel that way? It just looks off. Like this looks just so much better. I mean, it's an it's a SP signature, but you know what I mean? Like it just. Okay, so here's a good question. Here's a good question for you guys. Would you guys rather have a 2005 SP Signature Edition Authentic Gold LeBron James Auto out of 25, BGS 9.5, or a Spectra Color Blast from 2019? I mean, for me, no brainer. No brainer. No brainer. Yeah, like you want the, I mean, it's an on-card auto out of 25. But this card sold for $5,400. This card's still going. It's still going, and it's at $7,000. See, that's where you just have to be like, I mean, the Galactic sold more. The Galactic sold for more than the auto. I mean, I'd rather have the auto than the Galactic, right? I mean, you can't convince me that 20 years from now, this card is going to be worth more than this card. I just don't believe that to be true. No, I mean, I like the color blasts. I do like them. But if you were to say, hey, you can buy this for $5,400 or you can buy this for $8,000, I mean, all day, right? All day. Jinwoo, I think, I mean, I think the best card to just buy if you're gonna buy any LeBron, like the safest one is just the Chrome rookie, just because it's so iconic. But that's just me. That's my opinion. Well, this is cool. Peyton, I believe that's rookie, right? 98 was his rookie year. Atomic. That's cool. Yeah, dude, I love top stuff, man. But I'm starting to get more into the oddball stuff, you know. Yeah, it's a sweet card. These atomics are dope, man. The Bowman's Best and the like Topps Finest atomics and stuff like that are really cool. Lots of cool cards. This stuff's cool. Like, there's definitely a lot of really cool stuff here. See, this thing's still going, man. Like, you just can't. It's like, why, people? Just buy this. Just buy this. I promise you. Just do it. Like, it's just better. It's better for your health and well-being. So the 2004 Ultimate Collection sold for $27,000. Even then, like, I'd rather have like 5 of these than 1 of these. That's not even a rookie. It's out of 19, but like the auto's kind of weird. It's over his picture. It's a 10, I get that. But like, this card's just clean looking, man. This is just a clean looking card right here. Like, I love this. Just classic, you know? Quantum Gold MJ. This one? Man, you and your MJ inserts, I just don't know anything about any of these. That's a PSA 10 too. That's got to be a hard grade on the 50 out of 50 too. That's got to be a tough grade on the die cut. I don't know any MJ inserts. Pop 2. Yep, Pop 2 there. Same thing here, man. It's like this is a great card. Like, it's a really cool card. I get that it's a pristine 10. I understand that. But like, for half the money, you can buy this. For half the money. And it's an auto. There's some other MJ inserts down here too. This one. Slam Cam. I've seen this one before. This one looks familiar to me. All right, so I guess everyone's tapped out now. Yep. So anyways, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I don't know what's going on next week. Let's see if there's any good stuff. I think I bid on stuff for next week. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I did. Let's see if there's any PMGs. Couple. Sabertooth greens out of 10. Interesting. Nothing crazy. If there's any vibraniums. No vibraniums. But Tyra said earlier that there's some good stuff next week, so we'll see. We'll see if I have any money left to spend after the show. The 2013. This one? Yeah. Extended bidding starts in 6 days. Yeah, I mean, I think any of the greens out of 10. Yeah. I know. I have 2 hockey PMGs and I cannot get rid of them. No video this week, probably. I'm still recovering, man. I've been sick, so I'm still kind of working my way back into society. But I will be on Whatnot tomorrow if you guys want to join me there. I appreciate you guys hanging out, though, and it was fun to talk cards and just hang out. So thank you guys again. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I'll see you guys on Whatnot tomorrow. There's going to be a giveaway as always. And if not, I will see you guys at the show. And if not, we'll see you next week on PWCC. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Everyone stay blessed. Cheers. As Steve said, everyone stay blessed. Thank you guys. Look forward to connecting. And also, I'll be in Burbank next week. Not this week, but next week at the show. So if you guys are in California, feel free to say hi. I'll be there with my wife. So it'll be fun. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.